The 8-year assault on your Second Amendment freedoms has come to a crashing end. I like taking the guns early. Take the guns first, go through due process second.
Well, I say go fuck yourself. Then ask the question, could I kill a man? I would enjoy myself. You can't disguise evil eyes that burn a hole in my head. This devil man and his master plan. We feel so misled, so I say, rise up, take all back. Rise up, take it all back. Rise up, hope you all understand. We got to take it all back again.
These people are not going to take it any longer. We will never give up. We will never concede. Our country has had enough. We will not take it anymore. But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. So go home. We love you. You're very special. But go home and go home in peace. The demonstrators who infiltrated the Capitol have defiled the seat of American democracy. You do not represent our country. And to those who broke the law, you will pay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Poison Stinger 2 channel. What's up, everybody? I should really have another scene that actually says Poison Stinger 2, like, right down there. But I don't have it. I should have it. I don't have it. I'll work on that, maybe. What's up, Gerald? What's up, Broken Patriot? My loyal viewers. How you doing, Broken Patriot? That hotel room that your wife got you? Bruh, it had a kitchen in it? It's a small apartment. That's nice. Congrats on that. How's your trip? Hopefully it's going well. Everybody can hear me hopefully good. And let me just double check everything. Yeah, all right, cool. So I've had a little bit of a day. So for the last few weeks, I have not been feeling great. I've been having chest pains, shortness of breath, yada, yada. Stuff that's bad enough to concern me. So I had a doctor's appointment today to get an echocardiogram or whatever. It's basically an ultrasound of your heart. And then they inject some fluid into your veins so that they can get contrast pictures and all that fun stuff. It wasn't too bad. It was, minimally invasive. It's just an ultrasound with an IV. It's no big deal. But we're waiting on the results for that. But that's me living with PH. So if you guys have a cause that you need to believe in and support, well, the one that's close to my heart is the PHA Association or PH Association. I'm still trying to get in contact with them. I would like to actually do, especially on Twitch, because I know this channel is not very PC friendly, I guess, in today's society. But like the gaming stuff or the stuff on Twitch maybe might be. So I'm thinking about doing stuff like that. Other than that, today we got a strike on YouTube, as everybody on Poison Stinger 2 should know, for spam and deceptive scams and spam. But then in that, they say it's because I question the results of the 2020 election. Well, let me just tell you, YouTube, I do not question the results of the 2020 election. I believe that President Joe Biden won that 100% fair and square. And anybody else that would think anything other than that is a conspiracy theorist and should be discounted and struck off of YouTube. So please remove my strike. Oh, you found us. Yeah. These are my loyal subs right here. Gerald B, Broken Patriot. I got a few. Some of them are busy. Last Thursday we did an impromptu stream. I didn't think I was going to do a stream on Thursday, but I did. And then Friday, I was by myself. It was just me and Riddle Girl, which is fine, but it's times like those, and I'm like, am I doing the right thing by doing the evening catch-up? I'm getting strikes on my channel and all that, but I do like doing this. This is something I enjoy doing. It's time to spend with you guys. It is my little catching up of the events of the news. And unfortunately, sometimes you talk about articles that YouTube doesn't want people to talk about, and I guess I didn't use enough code words or sarcasm alerts. It's 450 square feet. Bro, I've had apartment buildings that were smaller than that. I've had several of those then. Yeah, I would imagine so. But what it means with the chest pains and the shortness of breath, it means that my disease is progressing. So it is what it is. I'm gonna die. Friday I missed it by 2 minutes. Oh, that's all right, Gerald. I'm sure you watched it replay. And that's fine. I'm not doing this to become big on YouTube. I'm doing it because I like hanging out with y'all. It would be great. And that's why I say if you want to help out this channel without spending a dime, you can share it with people that you think would like this kind of content, because I would like to grow it. I would love to reach a more audience. However, that's bittersweet, because if I reach a bigger audience, let's say I get 100,000 subscribers, right? Never going to happen. But let's say I get 100,000 subscribers and we have, 1,000 people watching every episode. Can you imagine 1,000 people in here watching? How hard is it going to be for me to say, yeah, Quantum Lotus, fuck YouTube, I'm going to miss these chats. And then the only way people are going to be able to talk to me where I can notice it will be like a super chat or some shit that makes an alert. So I want to stay small, but I also want to be a little bit of a success. I don't know. It's a double-edged sword. Double-edged. No. Do not think that I'm calling anybody out. That is not what my intention was. I understand y'all are busy. That's fine, man. It's totally cool. I'm just trying to explain that being a bigger channel comes with its benefits and its cons. And I'm just going through those motions like, what should I do? Should I change shit up? But at the same time, I like this format. I want to get caught up on. I can't watch the news all the time. I don't want to watch the news all the time, but I do want to kind of know what's going on, as we all should, because some of these laws that they're trying to pass, even with Trump when he was in office, are against our freedoms, and they're going to turn law-abiding citizens into felons overnight. And that's bullshit. Hey, is boycotted YouTube? What did I miss? If you want to have an awesome double life, unassuming Clark Kent by day and Batman at night. Yes, done intentionally. Oh, by the way, my daughter got me a Father's Day present, as daughters sometimes do. And check this out. For all of you who don't know about my gaming stream, I go into Batman. I have a... If you know what Snapchat is on your phone, it's basically a thing where you can... It has filters and it makes you look differently. Right? Well, I have that for my computer. I don't have it turned on right now, so I can't show you. But when I do have it on, I can look like Batman. And it's hilarious to some, and some are like, oh, that's kind of weird. But my daughter got me this. It is a little pop filter of death metal Batman guitar solo. Now, I'm not really into pop filters. I don't know. But this one I like. I dig it. And yeah, we're definitely gonna be doing more Batman stuff on that channel. Not all the time because it gets kind of old, but karaoke for sure. And there's a few other games that I like to play as Batman. And I do plan on doing more streams with PH Association. If I can get in contact with them, I'd love to do that. What do you think of the Biden toy? Where'd you get that at? I did like the Biden toy. I would have liked to seen you put the candies in them and winded them up. But it's cool. If you think it's bad now, getting strikes with a little bit of people... Wait, if you think it's bad now, getting strikes with the little bit of people now, imagine all the strikes with more haters. Yeah, I know. And that's that double-edged sword. That's the double-edged sword. Cool new platform, Nature Hub 2.0. Please support. Nature Hub 2.0? I don't know that one. Link it. Hopefully you guys are mods here. If anybody's not a mod, let me know, and I'll try to fix that. All right. Anything else? I don't think so. Hello, Riddle says, Armed Archangel. It's been a minute since I seen you, Armed Archangel. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'm glad to see you. Also, keep Tommy Boy 9 in your prayers and thoughts. He only messaged me the one time, said that his wife is in dire straits, and he never got back to me. So, unfortunately, I'm fearing the worst. So, if you're a believer, think of Mr. Tommy Boy 9. He is a great fan of this channel, and a friend of mine, and I would appreciate it. I don't think I've ever talked to him on the phone, but he's a great supporter. I love him a lot. So, hopefully, everything is well, and if not, I hope God or whoever you believe in is there supporting him and giving him peace. Give me a second. Be right back. All right, calling him at a party store here. Yeah, I figured. You gotta get more candies though. All I saw was 3 candies. I mean, 1,500 subscribers, bro. You got to make it, at least a few more candies. Maybe throw something else in there too. Shit. But I mean, I'd take it. I'd play with it. I'd put it on stream. Why not? All right, let's go. So I have family in Idaho, and I'm going to be talking to my family in Idaho and asking them their opinions of this. But yeah, you play with it. Riddle, you gotta love the delay. You gotta love the delay. I would totally come up behind her and then just like wind it up, right, and then come up behind Riddle Girl. Too bad it doesn't say anything. Screw it. We were in an antique mall. We have an antique mall here in Arizona, in Phoenix area. It's called the Armadillo Antique Mall. It's up on for Broken Patriot. If you've never been there, you might have. It's up on Cactus and the I-17, right in that area. The Armadillo Antique Mall. Really cool. I was there and I saw a Jack in a Box. Old school Jack in a Box. Well, this one played Hail to the Chief. And when it finished, out popped George Bush Jr. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. If they had one of those of Trump or if they had one of those of Biden, I would have bought that in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Riddle, whoever. See if maybe they make one. Maybe that company still makes them for every president. Because if they do, I want a Joe Biden Jack in a Box. Because how great is that? Just pops right up and sniffs you right in the back. The brass armadillo. It's a great place. And in fact, that's where I get all my silver at a really good price. Pro-freedom icon Ammon Bundy, I hope I pronounced that, Ammon Bundy, launches a campaign for Idaho's governor race. And he's saying, I'm running for governor because I'm sick and tired of all this political garbage, just like you are. Idaho is great, man. I got family in Idaho. Idaho is like in second place right now of places for me and Riddle to move if we ever get out of Arizona. I just got to make sure that I don't go to somewhere high altitude, because that affects my pH very badly. Pro-freedom activist Ammon Bundy on Saturday came out with his first video announcing his campaign to be governor of Idaho. I'm running for governor because I'm sick and tired of all this political garbage, just like you are, Bundy said in a nearly 3-minute video on his campaign website. I'm tired of our freedoms being taken for... You know what? Fuck it. We're going to watch it.
Hey, my friends and neighbors in Oregon. It has been so good to see you unite together and defend each other's rights. Really, what else do we have except each other and faith in God? As I hear reports of you actively preparing and organizing yourself, it brings peace to me knowing that Idaho has capable, prepared, and able friends to the west who love freedom and are willing to stand for it. As you continue to unite, don't forget to forgive each other. Do all you can not to find fault with each other. Finding fault is easy, not pointing it out is much more difficult. Also, celebrate the differences in each person's character and progress in life. Love your neighbor as yourself and treat them like you would want to be treated. The golden rule is still alive and thriving, or at least it should be. As you continue to unite and organize and prepare as neighbors in your areas, consider this. A couple hundred years from the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ, the world went through a time of deep darkness, lasting nearly 2,000 years. Then a light began to shine, the light of the Americas. A dream began to enter the minds of people all over the world, the American dream. This dream was that a person could come to this land and be his own king, that he could have his own land, his own property, and that he and him alone was sovereign upon it.
Land or property.
However, securing this dream was not a free thing. There was a great battle of independence that ensued, because the systems of governments in the world at that time were kingdoms, with a king at the top and all others subsidiaries to him, beholding to him and subject to him. After this battle, the Americas were different from the world. The establishment of the Constitution flipped the script from normal government to upside down, where each man was a sovereign, controlling his own life, owning his own property, not as a subsidiary or a subject, not as a slave who serves to please one man, but as a free man. Now, 230 years later, the kingship ideology has crept back in, and those with desires to rule and control have slowly turned our governments inside out, using the force of law to establish themselves as kings once again. The bright light on a hill shining upon the American dream is being intentionally snuffed out. Ownership of property, including controlling one's own life, body, and circumstances, is being replaced with a claim that rulers have a right to control you, your property, and even your free exercise of conscience. We must maintain here in America the American dream, the dream that a person is their own king, that neighbors need to work together in some manner, but that they do not lose their sovereignty as individuals.
All right, let me pause it right there. So I know a little bit of why people don't trust the Bundys now. I'm not well versed on it, so I forget exactly why, but it had a lot to do with the whole Oregon showdown when they went up there. I know my good friend Reb, or War Drums Network, had gone to the event there, I believe in Oregon, and was fine with the protesting at the time, but then when they're like, hey, we're going to go take over this little place over here, and he's like, I'm out. And then the whole Lavoie Finicum thing happen. So I mean, yeah, everybody, nobody's perfect, man. Everybody's gonna make mistakes. Everybody's gonna have issues. It's if you can, I don't know, man. Everybody's got to be their own person, right? You got to make that choice. I don't know if you live in Idaho, but if you don't live in Idaho, you don't have to worry about it, I guess. But for me, I'd support them. I've done some stupid shit. And sometimes, sometimes I agree with the narrative. I don't always disagree with it. Sometimes I struggle with what I feel like. Should everybody have a gun? You know what I mean? Even that. I could be more freedom orientated than I actually am, So, I don't know. But yeah, go ahead and elaborate on that again, because I don't remember the exact reasons, but I know there are some people there. Suspicious situations, but not always there when the shit hit the fan. Ah, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Well, you know what? Even to this day, the whole thing that happened at the Bundy Ranch in Nevada still makes me hold out hope that was so egregious, what happened in Idaho, that people from all over the country came to support the ranchers standing up against the BLM. And I'm not talking Black Lives Matter. And that right there gives me hope. Now, are they perfect? No. Maybe he's a provocateur. I love it. You can tell what I've been looking at. You see the things I've been looking at? We got different ways to make Wagyu beef. If you don't know about Wagyu, I do. I even have some in my freezer right now. We have, I don't know what that is, spaghetti and meatballs. I've been watching a lot of cooking videos. And I do like my rock and roll songs from Vietnam, because Vietnam was a horrible war, but produced some of the best music. Let's see, driving through Flagstaff really messed with me. I almost passed out while driving. I was up in Overgard, which is just north of Payson and south of Holbrook. 7,000 feet elevation. That messed with me. I did not feel good. He has been through some. Okay. All right, cool.
That they own their own property, that it cannot be rightfully taken from them by the state or anyone else, that the state does not have authority to control trade between individuals, to control the way they worship, to control where they travel, how they travel, or what they travel in. Mm-hmm. If we allow the idea of monarchy rule to flourish in America, the once bastion of freedom and hope in the world, then we and our children may lose liberty again. We may plunge ourselves into another age of darkness greater than the world has ever known. We must not allow our sovereignty to be controlled by benevolent or oppressive rulers. We must hold on to the American dream. I often reflect upon our founding.
Before I go any further, and here's the thing: I don't live in Idaho. I won't be able to vote for him, but I do hope my family votes for him, even though maybe he isn't there. But I'll tell you this right now: if he was running in my state, I'd vote for him, and if he's running in your state or American Angel, I'd like you to at least consider it. Only because I voted for Trump. I voted for Trump both times. The first time even, I knew that he was going to do some bullshit that I wasn't going to be okay with. Lots of times it does come down to the lesser of two evils. And this guy is spewing, right now at least, some really constitutional shit, which, if he doesn't uphold that, and let's say he wins, he'll be out pretty damn quick. Idaho is going to be all over his ass for that. But Idaho has been a pretty good state as far as freedom.
Often reflect upon our founding fathers, and I would like you to reflect upon something that Patrick Henry said in 1788. Quote, "Guard with jealous attention the public liberty. Suspect everyone who approaches that jewel. Unfortunately, nothing will preserve it but downright force. Whenever you give up that force, you are inevitably ruined. Will the oppressor let go of the oppressed? Was there ever an instant? Can the annals of mankind exhibit one single example where rulers overcharged with power willingly let go of their oppressed, though solicited and requested
Look
most
at
earnestly.
slavery.
A
many
willing
slave owners just let their
relinquishment
slaves
of
leave?
power is one of those things which human nature never was nor ever will be capable of. Unquote. I pray that we will consider fully the words of this wise founding father and act accordingly. That we will more attentively guard with jealousy the rare liberty that made the world dream of coming to America. Thank you, my friends.
All right, so that was the video. Bundy said he wants to defend Idaho. Said in a nearly 3-minute video in his campaign, said, "I'm tired of your freedoms being taken away from." So this is different what the video we just saw. Okay, I'm tired of our freedoms being taken from us. I'm tired of the corruption that has been rampant in our state government. Wow, I did not know they had a lot of corruption in Idaho. Bundy says he wants to defend Idaho from Joe Biden and those in the deep state that control him because they are going to try to take away our gun rights, freedom of religion, parental rights. He ain't wrong. And more, and further violate the Constitution in unimaginable ways, even more than they've already done. Last month, Bundy filed documents with the Idaho Secretary of State office to run as a Republican in the 2022 gubernatorial primary. Current Idaho Governor Brad Little, Lieutenant Governor Janice McGretchen, and 4 other Republicans, Jeff Cotton, Edward Humphreys, Lisa Marie, and Cody Ursabel, have also filed campaign documentation needed to run for governor. Wow, it's going to be a tight governor race. In the video, Bundy touts his family's years-long battle with the federal government over the use of land the Obama administration illegally sought to commandeer from them. Illegally? I think Obama and his organization would have thought differently, that it was not illegal. We can't afford to have a state leadership that lets federal governments bully us or walk all over us, and it's an unfair fight when the federal government unlawfully attacks the people. Believe me, I know, as my family and I has experienced this firsthand. We were unlawfully attacked by federal officials at our family ranch in Nevada, 2014, Bundy said, but we did not back down, and thankfully, like-minded patriots across the country stood with us as we fought back against federal tyranny to protect our land and our rights. Amazing. Still to this day, it was amazing. I was there. Well, I wasn't at that area, right? But I was streaming it as much as I could while we were on the Dragon, on the Green Dragon Tavern chats, if you guys don't know about that. I tried to start that up again, but it just didn't work out. I didn't want to be the only bartender. And I got so much shit to do. If I was pretty much streaming every single day. And I like streaming, I really do, but it can't be every single day. So life balances. So, I don't know. Just wasn't enough interest in it, I guess. Bundy's campaign website has also got a video addressing what he says are misconceptions about him. Okay. Reasons to vote for him and how he would have handled the sniffle crisis if he was the governor. Bundy garnered international attention when in 2016 he led a group of armed activists in the occupation of the Mahler National Wildlife Refuge. I think we already understand that. Bundy currently has 2 misdemeanor criminal trespass cases pending against him in Idaho, as he is representing himself for both. The cases stem from events during a protest of the sniffles restriction at the Idaho State House last August. Okay. He has pled not guilty in one case and has not yet entered a plea in the second. Well, he's going out there. He hasn't, I don't know. We stopped in Illinois for gas, and my wife said, it's so humid. You can lick the air. Yeah, I was in, it was Kansas. So we went through Kansas. I delivered Kansas Hillbilly Prepper's rifle, and it was amazing. I was probably 450 pounds at the time. It was so humid. I don't even know what the humidity was, but it was like, oh my God, I can't breathe. It felt like I was trying to be a fish. Not to mention, I'm sweating out of every fat roll I got. Possible fear is a powerful thing. It can mess with your mind and make you do things you don't want to do. Yeah, look at the sniffles. Look at the sniffles. And how many people are so damn scared of that? But then again, so is love. Aw. Which best you choose to ride, or what? Yeah, which beast you choose to ride is the question. I love fear. Love triumphs over fear. We ran into a wall of fog while doing 90 miles an hour. That was hella scary. Yeah, I bet it would be. Like, instantly can't see shit. All right. Well, I don't know about Ammon Bundy. I know there was some shady shit that went down. I think Lavoy was a great man. He was from Arizona. He got shot down and murdered. He got murdered. He got straight up murdered by the federal authorities. And nothing. And, you know, this is one of those things that Trump could have done a lot better, a lot of good stuff while he was president. He could have done a lot of great stuff. He didn't. He did great things for people that, you know, he's buddies with, just like every other politician does. Yeah, he's a businessman, but guess who got most of the tax breaks? Trickle-down economics. I mean, yeah, it might be a thing. It might be. I don't know. I'm not an economist. I'm not a businessman either. Or not like that anyway. But at the same time, okay, maybe. But it's just like, when the rubber hit the road, he was more than willing to make deals. The art of the deal. 7 were killed this last weekend, more than 40 injured in 10 mass shootings across the U.S. over the weekend. This will probably be pushed. This is a CNN article, just so y'all know. As Americans continue to come out of the sniffle isolation and states lift restrictions on gatherings, shootings continue to plague the nation, with 10 mass shootings occurring in the U.S. since Friday night. 7 people were killed and at least 45 were injured in the shootings, according to the Gun Violence Archive. Among the victims were at least 2 children, a 10-year-old and a 15-year-old, police said. The latest shootings are among the streak of deadly violent weekends the nation has seen in the past few weeks. Last weekend, there was also 10 mass shootings across 7 states that killed 12 people and injured 57 more, data from the GVA shows. GVA reports that there have been 293 mass shootings in 2021 so far. Damn. CNN defines a mass shooting as 4 or more people being shot, not including the shooter. A weekend is tracked from Friday afternoon to Sunday night, or Sunday overnight. On Saturday, 4 people were injured in a shooting in Newark, New Jersey, according to the GVA. Here are other shootings that took place this weekend. 1 killed and 3 others injured in Atlantic City. 1 person was killed and 3 others were wounded in a shooting Sunday evening in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Just after 6 p.m. local time, Atlantic City officers responded to a shooting scene and found 4 men suffering from gunshot wounds. All the men were taken to hospital, where 1 died from his injuries, the prosecutor's office said. The ACPO Major Crimes Unit, or Atlantic City Police Department, are investigating. Officials are asking, 1 killed, 4 injured at Juneteenth celebration in Colorado. Juneteenth. The first time I heard about that was last year. I guess we're going to continue it. Police responded to a shopping mall parking lot in the Denver suburb of Aurora. Why is it always Aurora? After receiving at least 50 calls reporting shots fired at a Juneteenth celebration just after 4 a.m. local time Sunday. Officers found 1 man suffering from an apparent gunshot wound. He was taken to the hospital, where he later died. Police said his identity has not been released. 4 other people, 3 adult males and 1 adult female, suffered injuries ranging from minor to serious and self-transported to local hospitals, according to the release. None of their injuries were considered life-threatening. Police said the Juneteenth celebration began in an unnamed unit of the shopping mall. At some point earlier in the evening, presumed organizers of the celebration began denying access to the unit. At some point earlier in the evening, presumed organizers of the celebration began denying access to the unit. This led many attendees to gather in the parking lot, the release said. Evidence indicates that there were multiple shooters, and more than 114 shell casings have been collected by investigators at the scene, according to police. My goodness, please don't be a white man. Please don't be the Proud Boy. Well, I doubt it would be the Proud Boys, but please. It doesn't matter at this point. 1 dead, 4 injured in an Indiana Juneteenth celebration. What? Wow. 2 of them? 1 person was killed, 4 others were injured during another Juneteenth celebration in Indiana on Sunday. St. Joseph County Metro Homicide Unit said in a press release posted by CNN. Officers arrived at a bar in Granger around 4 a.m. local time following reports of a shooting in the parking lot during a Juneteenth summer bash, according to the affiliate. The victim who died was a 26-year-old man. 4 others sustained non-life-threatening injuries in the shooting. Evidence collected at the scene suggests multiple weapons were discharged in the area. You know where this is going. Investigators are asking anybody, yada yada. 4 injured in Richmond, Virginia. 4 people were injured in a quadruple shooting in Richmond, Virginia early Sunday, police spokesman yada yada said. Officers responded to a report of a shooting before 1:30 a.m. local time. Found one man suffering from an apparent gunshot wound. He was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. 4 people were injured in a quadruple shooting in Richmond early Sunday. 3 more victims self-transported to the hospital with gunshot wounds, including one who suffered life-threatening injuries, according to the police tape. It sounds like I just read that. The shooting took place in a parking lot. What's up with these parking lots? Where a large crowd had gathered. What were they, celebrating Juneteenth? 2 children among 8 injured in Dallas. 8 people were shot, including a 15-year-old and a 10-year-old, after a gunfight broke out between partygoers at 2 separate celebrations in Dallas just after midnight Sunday, police said. Police said they discovered 2 separate groups were having a party in their own individual suites at a location, and at one point, people from each party gathered behind the suites, and there was an argument. A physical fight broke out between the groups before they went back into their suites and began shooting at each other. I'm gonna go get my gun. There's your first problem. You didn't have your gun on you already. You know, you gotta be packing all the time. YouTube, this is a Nerf gun. I only carry Nerf bullets. The 10-year-old at this party, apparently, was shot in the leg. At least one victim had to undergo surgery, according to the police. Police said none of the other injuries appeared to be life-threatening. 1 dead, at least 6 wounded in Oakland. Well, I'm not surprised about Oakland. 1 person was killed, and at least 6 others were wounded in a shooting Saturday evening near Lake Merritt in Oakland, California. Resources from Oakland Police Department were already in the area when the shooting occurred around 6:20 p.m. Officers had been sent there to monitor public safety because a crowd, approximately 5,000 people, especially in California, you can't have a group like that, had gathered at Lake Merritt. Police increased the crowd number from 1,000 cited in a previous press release. 1 person was killed and at least 6 others, 7 people were shot during the incident. A 22-year-old man from San Fran who was pronounced dead after arriving at the hospital. Police arrested 2 men and recovered 2 firearms after the officers observed a man running away from the scene immediately following the shooting. Well, I hope they only had their 10-round magazines. The police department informed officers Jonah Watson, their information officer, Joanna Watson, told CNN that police were working to determine if the 2 people arrested were connected to the shooting. Crime Stoppers of Oakland and the Oakland Police Department are offering up to $40,000 for information leading to an arrest, so they don't have them. That reminds me, was it Ralphie May? Not Ralphie May. Reno May, I think. Johnny B's friend. He's in California that does the videos. He did a video about a police officer in Missouri saying that he's going to resign because the state wasn't going to allow them to confiscate Americans' guns. I'm going to try to find that. Police in Alaska are investigating an early morning shooting that killed 1 person and injured 4 more in Anchorage. Wow. 2 dead and 4 injured in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Okay. 5 wounded in Minneapolis Friday night. And there you go. That's a lot of shootings. I think it's Reno May. Is it not Reno May? Hold on. Let me look. Ding, ding, dong, dong. Yeah, it is. This guy.
If President Biden said, hey, we're taking up everybody's AR-15s or their high-capacity magazines, we want local law enforcement to help us. If they had a bill that said, don't help them do that, and if we do, the department is liable, that's one thing. But to hold individual officers for assisting a federal agency is horrific.
So what that is right there, the police officer's fine if the state said if you, as a police officer, individual, go after somebody's guns because of federal regulations, you personally are going to be held liable for that. This guy's pissed off about that because he doesn't want that. He wants it to be the department. Because if it's the department, then it's the taxpayer who gets in trouble. It's the taxpayer who has to pay the fine, not the department. So making it, I love Missouri for that. Missouri, applaud you for that. If a police officer decides to help out Joe Biden's administration by taking your firearms, Missouri is going to hold that police officer personally liable. Love it.
Hello, everyone. Today we're talking about how a police chief stepped down after Missouri signed the Second Amendment Preservation Act. This police chief was serving about a year before he stepped down because they could no longer enforce federal gun control. I'm going to do my best to fall within YouTube's guidelines regarding.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to chance it though, Reno, because Reno May just got remonetized. I checked my shit, right? I applied for remonetization in March, on my birthday, March 18th. I reapplied, and they're like, it typically takes 1 month for us to get back to you. It's still processing. Dude, it's been more than a month. Oh, crap. I just unplugged something. I don't know what it was. Oh. Nope, wasn't that. Hopefully I'm still on the air. 1 second. I really need to do some cable managing. I heard about the crazy stuff happening in Phoenix. I haven't. What's going on in Phoenix? 7 killed in 10 mass shootings. Must have been an anti-gun people doing the shooting, maybe. It's a Nerf or nothing. You know it. YouTube's motto. Well, I only shoot Nerf bullets. I gotta find me a Nerf bullet. That'd be hilarious. I'm gonna totally find me a Nerf bullet. What's up, Anonymous? How are you doing? By the way. As it should be. And now they have another strike, so they'll probably won't approve you. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. It was nice. It was nice to be monetized. Shit, Broken Patriot, have they even gotten to you yet? Once you get 1,000 subscribers and a certain amount of watch hours, you're supposed to get monetized. It shouldn't take too long. The last time I heard, Broken Patriot still hasn't been monetized. The dude's almost at 1,500 subs. You can't be pro freedom, man. You gotta have something that has nothing to do with politics. That's kind of why I go to the gaming thing, just because I don't have to worry about it as much. If I'm gaming over on Twitch, I can say the real C word. I don't have to use friendly words over there. I try not to be political, but every once in a while I'll slip a little political in it, just a little bit. Like, oh yeah, I'm playing Call of Duty. Check out this AR-15 that I'm using. Oh, well, the real AR-15 is much better. I can talk about that a little bit. You're Tony the Tiger, and you're great. Shootings? I haven't heard of any shootings. I mean, there's shootings every night in Phoenix, dude. Especially where I live. I live near downtown. There's a shooting every night. Like, if I don't hear a shooting, something wrong, man. Hollow points when you care enough to send the very best. What kind of Nerf bullets do I have in here? Let's see. Yeah, Nerf bullets. They're nice. They're shiny. You have to pay extra to get those shiny ones because it's hard to polish plastic. Broken Patriot with a link. Thank you very much for that. Police identify a suspect in connection with multiple shootings in Phoenix. Arrested a 19-year-old man in connection with 8 shootings near Phoenix, Arizona on Thursday, where 4 people were shot, including 1 fatality. Yep, there's another one. Another CNN article, too. Why wasn't that in the whole mass shooting? Oh, it wasn't considered a mass shooting, or what? How many did he shoot? 8. No, that's a mass shooting. Ashton Torinico of Surprise, Arizona, is charged with 1 count of first-degree murder for the death of a 56-year-old man who was found shot in his car. He's also charged with endangerment of multiple counts of aggressive assault by drive-by shooting, the Peoria Police Department said. His motive is still unknown at this point, as the detectives are sorting through evidence to determine exactly what occurred. Torinico is being held in the Maricopa County Jail in lieu of a $1 million bond. CNN is working to determine whether he has an attorney or not. I'm sure he does. You get public defenders. His initial court appearance is set for June 24th, according to Maricopa County jail records. 9 other people were hurt by shrapnel and debris. Okay, we have a total of 8 incidents as of now. The victims range from 19 to 56. I do kind of remember hearing this now that we talk about it. Males and females of various ages. A 3-year-old child was in one of the vehicles that was shot at, but thankfully not struck or injured. Well, that is good. Well, I'm kind of curious. Let's see. Police pulled over the suspect in Surprise after his vehicle was spotted by a firefighter. Shooting took place in Glendale, Peoria, Surprise, 3 cities just northwest of Phoenix, in a region known as the West Valley. The West Valley is the ghetto in Phoenix. South Valley and West Valley. 2 different versions. You got the Hispanic West. You got the Southerner Black. Yeah, just gonna leave it there. YouTube, I'm sorry. The suspect shooter did not resist arrest, so that's good, and the weapon was allegedly found in his vehicle. According aerial video from CNN showed a white SUV with doors open that the news station described as the suspect's vehicle. Officers say they don't think there was more than one shooter. There's no reason for the public to feel unsafe at this time. Yeah, because we had a mass shooting years ago. I think it was like 2006 or something. There was 2 mass killers or mass shooters. They would randomly go out and shoot people every night. And they were doing that for a month. And they didn't even know each other. But it was going on at the same time. It was like one summer from hell, supposedly. I don't know. I wasn't in Phoenix at the time. I was in Wisconsin, so I didn't live through that. The FBI is assisting in the investigation. Banner Health official says 3 other hospitals have received 9 patients. All right, I wanna find out this guy's name, and I'm just curious. Let's look, because I don't see a picture here. Copy that. Let's put that right in there and paste and go. I wonder why CNN didn't talk about his race. Riddle Girl has an Amazon link. Oh, damn. Oh, Riddle. Oh, Riddle. That's pretty cool. It's a 1-to-1 replica. Oh, I need that. I need that in my life. Broken Patriot. You need to give this away on your. This would be a great prize. This would be an absolutely amazing prize. Look at this. And it's YouTube friendly. You won't even get in trouble for it. It comes with a magazine, Nerf bullet. Oh, come. Oh, look at this. Yeah, you can see it. Gently press the gray circular button. You can remove the bullet magazine, load the bullets. Well, I don't like it that it goes from the back. That's, I mean, it is what it is. Hold the gun. Look, you have to pull it back. Oh, come on, bruh. That's amazing, Riddle. Put that on my wish list. Okay. Damn it, it's already 6:46 and I haven't hardly even gotten through all this shit. Still not monetized. That's bullshit. Just wear a mask, they'll never demonetize me no matter what I say. I must have assumed I'm left-leaning. Sadly, that channel Survival Savage was nuked for privacy reasons. Survival Savage. That sounds familiar. Public Pretenders? Yeah, pretty much. Just getting a paycheck. Just obey us and use their narrative. No. The Sniffles is a bioweapon. That is your opinion.
Thanks for the lemons, Quantum.
Oh, thank you very much for the lemons. Okay, Broken Patriot has another one, but I don't know if I'm going to go to that one. Yeah, it's the same guy. Okay, we are not China, and we do not bend the knee here. You might not, but there's plenty of Americans that will. Yeah. Okay, in the meantime, how many people got killed in our nation's interstates each day? Well, those assault vehicles are horrible. There is no reason anybody should have a vehicle that can go faster than 65 miles an hour. 65 miles an hour is most likely the legal speed limit in most states. Not everywhere. I mean, here in Arizona, we got one that's 75. In Texas, I think there's one that's 85. But for the majority of places, it's 65. There is no reason any vehicle should ever go above 65 miles an hour. Anything faster than that, you don't need it. What are you going to do? Run away from the cops? Like that guy? Who they won't talk about on CNN? They had a picture. They could have showed his picture on CNN. They decided not to. All right, let's get through these because 9:46 here. Yeah, I got to get through these pretty quick because of I got things to do too. Biden's Dems face long summer slog to pursue radical left agenda. During the Trump administration, the act of governing seemed to happen at the speed of presidential tweets. But now President Joe Biden is settling for what appears to be the long summer slog as he tries to fulfill some of his alarming ambitions promised while he coming to terms with the political realities of the deeply divided government. Despite creating a new federal holiday for themselves last week. What? They did? Okay, I need to know what the new federal holiday is. Congress is currently hunkered down in the House and the Senate, grinding through a month-long stretch. Lawmakers say they're trying to draft Biden's radical infrastructure ideas to bills that could actually be signed into law. Perhaps not since the drafting of the Affordable Care Act more than a decade ago have Democrats in Washington tried a legislative lift as heavy. But unlike the immediate aftermath of the 2008 election, in which they secured a filibuster-proof 60-vote supermajority, they do not have the luxury of a clear mandate following last year's election. That means that at the very least it's going to take a while, and many Biden's promises, driven by demands from the leftist fringe, may never come to fruition. Well, we can hope. We can hope. Government is supposed to move slow. Passing legislation is not made for TV movie. Phil Sherlino, all right, I'm already done with this. I hope. Clueless Biden administration unprepared for more ransomware attacks. Yeah, I don't doubt that at all. If your business falls victim to ransomware and you want a simple advice on whether to pay the criminals, don't expect much help from Democrats in charge of U.S. government. The answer is apt to be, it depends. It is the position of the U.S. government that we strongly discourage the payment of ransom, Eric Goldstein, a top cybersecurity official, told the Department of Homeland Security. Here's the thing. They know how to stop it. They know how to stop. There's one way to stop it. It's going to continue. I guess McDonald's just got hit by a cyberware attack as well. And here's how they're going to stop it, in my opinion. In my opinion, the only way they can stop it is making it illegal for you to get paid in currency for Bitcoin or any kind of cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is the reason they're able to get away with this, because it's supposedly untraceable. And apparently it is. Maybe the terrorists that got traced with it, maybe they were just stupid. I mean, they could have been. But supposedly that's the great thing about it. It's untraceable. So they do a ransomware. You have to pay them in Bitcoin, right? They take that Bitcoin, they cash it out into their country with their currency. So the only way that they could do this, because they could make a law here in the United States that we can't use crypto. Well, we can use it, but we can't get paid in U.S. currency. But unless all the countries make that law, that's still going to work, because a lot of these scammers are from other countries. And so they'll just scam or, hack in, ransomware attack, give me Bitcoin. And if they live in a country that doesn't, that's fine with them getting paid in their currency, then it'll continue. All right. Here in Maine, Interstate 95 down north of Old Town is 75. Yeah, we got 75 a lot here. 85 is the fastest I've ever seen, and that's in Texas. Juneteenth is now is it Juneteenth? What? Juneteenth? Thank you, Quantum. Wow. I've just heard of that last year, and they've already made that a federal fucking holiday. Like the post office needs another damn day off. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right. Let's close out some of these. Biden bribes parents with $500 a month payouts, even if they don't pay taxes. A sweeping new federal program that will provide monthly payouts to parents kicks off next month. The Biden administration indicated there is more to come. The $1.9 trillion stimulus bill passed earlier this year included a provision for fully refundable, advanceable child tax credit payments. This means that most families with children will begin receiving monthly checks from the federal government beginning in July 15th. You know, when I had my daughter living with me on tax day, we would get the child tax credit. I think we got like almost $3,000 every year. And boy, that was a fun time. Every year when we get our $3,000, we're like, it's party time now. We eating good. You know, we're gonna go do something fun. We're gonna eat good. We're gonna get like a new gaming system or some shit, maybe a TV. That was way ago, a long ago. Nowadays, I've been putting all my money into gold. If I was getting $500 a month, I don't know. I'd probably try to do something with that. I'd probably put it into I'd probably put it into gold for the kid. You know, you got to look out for our future. Ahead of the kickoff of the program, though, President Joe Biden made clear that the payments are just the first step. Oh, there's more to come. Folks, the child tax credit is a huge step towards a tax system that works for the middle class. It will lift millions of children out of poverty. It's socialism. It's absolute socialism. This is just the first step. My American Families Plan will extend this benefit for years to come. And once it's installed, people will not give that shit up. On July 15th, automatic payments from the child tax credit will begin hitting bank accounts and mailboxes. For a working family with 2 kids, that's $500 or more on the 15th of every month this year. The sniffle stimulus bill increased the child tax credit from $2,000 per child to $3,000 per child for all kids 6 years and older. For kids under 6, the tax credit went from $2,000 to $3,600. The cutoff age for tax credit is now 17. Because the program is advanceable, families will begin receiving funds monthly starting in July instead of waiting for the refund next year. So is this instead of getting your $3,600 at the end of the year? Since the credits are, hold up. All working families will get the full credit if they make up to $150,000 for a couple, or $1,200 or $112,000 for a family with a single parent. Families do not need to apply for payments as long as they are qualified. They will begin receiving the funds July 15th. Riddle, sign up Northern, and sign up Roxy. Most working families will receive automatic payments, no sign-ups needed. All you need to do is make sure you've filed your taxes, Biden said. Folks who don't make enough to be required to file taxes can get these benefits too. The payments will come at, oh, well, there you go. Sign up your pets. Get this money and do something good with it. All right. Trump talked about it. Biden did it. I can't believe Trump even talked about that. I missed that one, Gerald. Let them have the holiday, people. I just find it hilarious. They're trying to. We give the LGBTQ people a whole month. African Americans get a month. Our veterans, 1 day. 1 day. And you can get a new federal holiday within 2 years of it being created. It was created last year. I don't care what people say. It was created last year, and it's already a federal holiday this year. It's bullshit. They are trying to work on a minimum guaranteed income. Yeah, I know. That's per month till January. Damn. Right? What's the loophole here? My daughter has 4 kids in that range. I hope she does something good with that money. Puts it towards her kid's future or something. And I'm not even telling you not to take it. I know we have some people who are like, I ain't taking the stimulus package. I took mine and I spent it wisely. And I encourage everybody to take whatever the government's going to give you. This whole thing is going down. So if you take that money, don't feel bad about it. You're doing good for you and yours. Take that money and put it into something that's actually going to mean something when it does go down. Prep it. Use it for prep. Yes, they are your kids. They're my furry babies. Yep. We have 5 dogs and 1 cat and a hamster. Well, the hamster is a stretch, but the dogs, for sure. Let me get this straight. People are actually getting paid for their pet. No. Okay, Armed Archangel. No, they're not getting paid for their pets. I made a joke. It's a joke. However, technically, people have claimed their pets in the past and gotten payments for it. That's why I made that joke. There's nothing in that story, though. There's nothing in that story that says you're going to get money for your pets. I'm just saying that in our history, people have gotten tax refund, child tax credits for pets Just like sometimes you hear stories about pets getting a credit card in the mail or some shit like that. Oskio is getting her universal pay BS. Okay, where's everybody at? I don't know. We got a lot of people here, to be honest, compared to Friday. Bots will replace you, and the left wants to do away with Memorial Day. Yeah, Father's Day, Mother's Day. They want to have Parents' Day. Parents' Day. No one is protesting and doing shit because the millionaires of the world do not have their own.
They're trying to change it to Special People's Day.
Special People's Day?
Yeah.
All right. SCOTUS rules NCAA can't set limits on athlete compensation. Yeah, so I guess college athletes are now getting paid, and the NCAA cannot set limits on how much they get paid. So I don't know what your opinions are of that. I'm only going to read a paragraph because I don't really care that much. The Supreme Court decided unanimously Monday that the NCAA cannot enforce rules limiting education-related benefits like computers and paid internships that colleges offer to student athletes, a ruling that could help push changes in how student athletes are compensated. The case doesn't decide whether students can be paid salaries. Instead, the ruling will help determine whether schools decide to offer athletes tens of thousands of dollars in education benefits for things including tutoring, studying abroad programs, and graduating scholarships. Yes. So, for a long time, you didn't get paid to be an athlete in college because they paid for your college. You got free college. You know how much college is? You got a free ride. You got a free scholarship. Everything fucking paid for. All you got to do is play ball once a week. Well, and practice and shit. And now you're going to get paid. Well, guess what? Now, if you're going to get paid, you better not get the fucking free college. If they give them free college and pay for them, I'm going to be pissed. Juneteenth was always an unofficial holiday for the Emancipation Proclamation, June 19th, 1865. Bullshit. I only heard about it last year. I don't care. Nobody celebrated it then. Nobody fucking celebrated it until then. And thank you to President Lincoln for that shit, Republican. Yeah, that's what the whatever. I don't even want. Elon warned years ago that this Neuralink project would result in the end of humanity. Riddle Girl goes on that. I don't know how many damn times I gotta watch that shit. Oh, you're gonna put computer chips and you're gonna be in the cloud and it's all about Black Mirror. Fuck that shit. Tired. No one's protesting doing shit. Okay, I read that. I'm talking about protesting. They want to go back to low populated planet. Yeah, I know they want to call us. Better get quantum physics. I wasn't paying close attention. No, you're all right. Just heard the last comment about your pet. I seriously am at least considering it. Or adopting. We've been talking about adopting anyway. People buy Tesla and support Core. No one is willing to sacrifice, so that's why humanity, you are doomed. There is no fortitude. It's already happening. Yeah, I know. I understand. South Jersey waitress was attacked after confronting a group who left without paying. Oh, that sucks. Was that on Juneteenth as well? Police say the waitress was taken away in a vehicle and assaulted after she confronted a group who allegedly tried to leave without paying for their meal. Surveillance video obtained exclusively by Action News shows the horrifying moment the waitress was abducted. They pulled her into the vehicle and assaulted her. Police said the 20-year-old waitress was chasing after a group of 5 people she waited on who left without paying a $70 bill just before midnight Saturday. Video shows one person bolt out of the vehicle and the group drives away with that waitress inside. I wonder, that makes it sound like somebody's like, no, I ain't going to be part of this. I'm out. That's kind of what that sounded like. The vehicle headed north on Route 42, made a U-turn, then heading south towards Monroe Township and pushed her out of the vehicle. Police said the woman was able to run back to the restaurant, call police. She was taken to local hospital and since been released. Wow.
Well, new tonight, police in Gloucester County, New Jersey are searching for a group of people who allegedly assaulted a waitress after leaving without paying the check. Action News reporter Katie Catro joins us live from Turnersville with video you'll only see on Action News. Katie.
Or the Poison Stinger 2 channel. What?
Walter, police say this waitress is lucky she wasn't more severely hurt and also lucky she was able to run back here to the restaurant to call 911.
You gotta be kidding me.
Exclusive surveillance video shows the horrifying moment a waitress was abducted from the Nifty 50s restaurant in Washington Township, New Jersey.
They pulled her into the vehicle and assaulted her inside the vehicle.
Yeah, there goes the guy.
Police say the 20-year-old waitress was chasing after a group of 5 people she waited on who left without paying a $70 bill just before midnight Saturday. You see one person bolt out of the vehicle and the group drive away with the waitress inside.
So the vehicle headed north on 42, made a U-turn and was heading south towards Monroe Township and pushed her out of the vehicle.
Police say the woman was able to run back to the restaurant and call police. She was taken to a local hospital and has since been released, but has bruises and a possible concussion.
They're having trouble finding wait staff due to the pandemic, and she came out to confront them.
An employee tells us.
All right, I'm going to be done with that story because we got to get through these. Texas power companies are remotely we're going to end on this one because, first of all, I'm thinking about moving to Texas. Second of all, Texas got some issues. And now, as I told you, they're going to pass that on to the customer. They try to charge people for having power even when they didn't have power during that whole winter thing that happened. And they were like, no, fuck you. And so now what are they doing? Look at them. Look at them. Bullshit. Even if I move to Texas, I'm getting solar. And I'm not going to be on no fucking power grid. Get solar. That's a good thing to do with your stimulus money or any kind of money that you get from the government. Put it towards solar. It does not cost that much to get started. Just get one panel, get one battery, and work your way up. Learn about it. Get into it. Get independent. Make sure that when this shit goes down, you can still have, some sort of power. Texas is one of several states suffering through a record-breaking heat wave that's pushing electric grids to their limits. The Electric Reliability Council of Texas has urged residents to do their part by raising the temperature on their thermostats, but several smart thermostat owners say their devices have been controlled remotely to conserve energy, leaving them in sweltering homes without a clue as to why. Maybe you shouldn't have gotten a smart meter. I know the guy, Rebel Solutions or War Drums Networks, the guy who does the opening song to this chat, he hates smart meters, and he would definitely like this story. Turns out some of them just didn't read the fine print. Several residents in the Houston area said they unknowingly enrolled in a program called Smart Savers Texas as part of a promotion, according to the report from local ABC affiliate. The agreement states that in exchange for an entry into sweepstakes, electric customers grant permission for the programmer's operator, Energy Hub, to control their thermostats during periods of high energy demand. Wow. Brandon English, one of the residents WFAA spoke with, said he arrived home from work on Wednesday to find the temperature of his smart thermostat had been jacked up while his wife and newborn daughter napped. He'd been asleep long enough that the house had already gotten to 78 degrees. Well, shit, that's not that. We keep ours at 76 most of the time. And all right. They woke up sweating. He unenrolled from the program as soon as he found out and expressed concern about how the remote temperature adjust could affect his family's health. Was my daughter at the point of overheating? He said. She's 3 months old. They dehydrate very quickly. Energy Hub's website said it's partnered with several thermostat providers, including Google and Amazon. Why are they thermostat providers? And its list of clients include major energy companies such as National Grid, CenterPoint Energy, and ERCOT. All right. And Pelosi taps AOC to serve as the new Economic Disparity Committee, whatever that means. All right. I want to thank everybody for being here. It's been my absolute pleasure to be hanging out with you all. Love it. What part of Texas? I don't know. Let's see. Gizmondo? No. Texas power companies are remotely raising temperature on residents. I didn't really say which one. Let me see. WFAA. He unenrolled from the program. One of the residents. No, it doesn't say. I'll give you the link, though, if you want to read it over. Copy and paste. Okay. Okay, so there's the link if you want to read that one over. Maybe I missed something, or maybe there's some way you can find out what part of Texas that is.
Sounds like Dallas if it was WFAA reporting on it.
Could be. Broken Patriot wants me to get a Cabbage Patch Kid. They come with a birth certificate. Love it. I love it. What was it called? Lettuce Patch? I don't even know. It was one that someone made. They did a good job, but I didn't appreciate it as a kid. Okay, what part of Texas? Typical during an ash spill in North Carolina, Duke was found guilty at charging its customers. No company should be able to change anything remotely without express consent of the consumer. It shouldn't be fine print. But I mean, who reads terms of service even? Do you know that when you sign up for all these apps and stuff that they're tracking you, they're contacting Google, they got a whole bunch of things. Like, why do they need to track where I'm at for some of these things? Why do they need this information for other ones, you know? I don't know. God forbid CEO gives up a quarter of their salary to fix it, yeah. And so they did consider. They did. It was in the fine print. The crooked governor probably helped that. Maybe. You guys might enjoy Surfax on DLive. Really cool Christian man. Cool. I will, Riddle, would you check him out for me? Time to start networking. It is. What part of Texas what part of Texas are we going to? We're not exactly sure. We're still looking, but it's going to be East Texas most likely. Probably. Where's your brother area? It's not Kaufman, right? I don't know. It's a little bit south of Dallas, I think. And then when we went to see Cuz, that was like south.
Northeast Texas.
Northeast Texas. There you go. Northeast Texas. Don't know exactly where. My temp controls are digital, but knit smart ones. YouTube suspended his accounts. Yeah. Well, my account hasn't been suspended. It's been struck. I will be back. I filed an appeal. We'll see what happens. So definitely follow me on my social media. I tweeted about it. I put it on not DLive. I tweeted about it and I put it on Discord. So if you're following me on Twitter or you're following me on Discord, you knew exactly to come here. And I know who found me. Or if you just know that if I'm not on my main channel, check out my other channel. Or maybe you're just subscribed to this channel already. So thank you for any of that. But I am appealing it. If I win the appeal, we'll be back on the main channel. But if not, then we will be back on the main channel in a week because it's technically my first strike. So that's the good news of that. Okay, cool. Other than that, all the causes I believe in and support are down in the descriptions below. The PH Association is one that's very close to my heart, since that's what I suffer with. I am getting worse. I'm starting to have chest pains and trouble breathing, so my disease is progressing. And luckily, the good news is there's a lady that I was looking at on one of their websites that has been on the transplant list for 10 years, still hasn't gotten it. That's not the good news. I mean, I hope she gets it. But the good news is I'm not close to being put on the transplant list yet. And when I do, I hope to have another 10 years. You know what I mean? But it's that this is the first time, the last few weeks, I've been having the chest pains and the shortness of breath. And it's really kind of like, hey, motherfucker, you're dying, you're dying, you're dying. It's getting worse kind of shit, you know? And it is going to get progressively worse. And I'm going to be able to do less and less things, which really sucks because after losing the weight and getting more physically active and I want to do shit, I might now be limited soon with PH. So if you want a cause to believe in and support, I definitely believe in and support the PH Association. I'm going to try to get in contact with them and see if I can do any kind of stuff, charity events on my gaming side so that it's not political. But I hope to raise awareness and support for that because I do believe in it. Other than that, we have ProjectRecover.org, an organization that goes out and looks for lost service members, returns their remains to their families, anything for our vets. They put their life on the line every fucking day. For sometimes not the right reason, you know, from the government, but the people in there, you got to respect. We also have the GOA, the gun organization that's actually trying to do some shit. Yeah, they're not perfect, but they're a lot better than the NRA. And I'm not a life member, but I am a member. Other than that, we have my good friend Irish USMC Vet. If you decide to donate to this channel, know that half of that is going to go to Irish USMC Vet's Rally Point Irish. He is trying to start up a location in Tennessee where vets can stay and live room and board free while learning a new life skill like farming, blacksmithing, and gunsmithing. And that's just a few things. Personally, if you want to donate to me, I would rather you just donate to him. He needs more donations. I would like to see his dream fulfilled, and I think he would too. You know, he's suffering from injuries from his service, and you know, he might not live too long either. He's been hit in the head a few times. He's a little special. He's been touched. But I know he wants to see that succeed, and so do I. So let's hope for that. Other than that, all the places to follow me are down there. All the ways to donate to the channel if you want to are down there. But if you want to help my channel out without paying any money, just share the shit. Share this shit. And Quantum Lotus, tell your friends about me too. And I will go check out your friends. And maybe we can do some networking. It might be fun. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys tonight. I will see you guys again tomorrow. And ladies. I'm sorry. And ladies. I will see you all tomorrow. The same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, make sure to keep that family close. Watch out for that government and try to live as free as you can in this tyrannical government that we're caught into. I will see you then. Peace.